Hey guys, alright, on this video we're going to take a look at a 3-zone Mitsubishi mini split system that I installed. Unfortunately there won't be any footage of actually installing the system. This was my first multi-zone that I've ever done. I've done several, single zones. And not only was this my first multi-zone, but these were cassettes instead of the wall mounts, and I've never done cassettes. So there was a lot of carpenter work involved. I feel like I did just as much carpenter work as I did heating and air work. It's in an existing home, so you have to cut the ceilings open and all that. But all that's left to do is hook up the thermostats. It comes with the these particular setups. They didn't have remote controls for some reason. They came with the MHK1. I have one right here. That right there. So I have to hook those up, and I have the system on a pressure test. I left it on a pressure test all night. I wrote the pressure down over there of what the nitrogen pressure was, because we have a branch box in the attic. That's where the main line set from the condenser ties into the branch box, and then from the branch box you go to each cassette. Same thing with the communication wire. You have a communication wire and a high voltage line that go from the condenser to the branch box, and then your communication wires from the branch box to each cassette. All that's been done. The only thing that's left to do is just make sure the pressure held. We've got a bunch of flare fittings going on, on the branch box and on the cassettes and everything. I put pressure on it. I put 200 pounds of nitrogen on it yesterday, soap bubbled everything, didn't see no leaks. But I wanted to leave it on a pressure test all night. So as long as the pressure's still there, all we got left to do is vacuum the system down, hook up these thermostats, and start it up. So I'll kind of just give y'all like a walk around, and show y'all everything, the condensing unit, the branch box, the cassettes and everything once I get the thermostats mounted, or if he wants to use them as remote controls, because these thermostats are wireless. So I'll have to ask him if he wants me to actually mount them on the wall, or if he just wants to use them, leave them on the table and use them as a remote. He can do it either way. So we'll see how he wants to do it, and we'll give y'all a shot at the setup. It came out really good. For doing my first multi-zone and cassettes, I think the job came out really, really well. So, okay, we'll see y'all when we get there. Alright guys, here it is, the Mitsubishi. It's a big boy. Nice big reversing valve. I'm pumping a vacuum. I have misplaced my I have a Testo case that my old 550s came in. It holds my 3/8 hoses, my micron gauge, my 45-degree ball valves like this, without a hose. I have misplaced all that. I cannot find the case. I just have to find it. So I'm pumping a vacuum the old way, but I don't even have a micron gauge on here, which I don't like. But what I am going to do is I'm letting it pull through the manifold. But here in a few minutes, RE Michael is literally 2 minutes up the street. So I'm going to run to RE Michael, and I'm going to grab myself a micron gauge, and I'm going to tee it in somewhere in here. Make sure, that we get it down low enough. But anyway, we have 3 sets of wires here. We have our high voltage coming from the disconnect box right there. And then we have B1 and B2, which is high voltage, and then it's grounded here, which is powering the branch box, high voltage. And then we have, for the communication cable, we have M1, M2, and then shielded. And the shielded wire has to be grounded, so you can see right here I've grounded it. And that's powering the branch box. So the next thing we'll give y'all a look at here in a minute is the branch box. But this is definitely the biggest mini split I've ever done. Of course, there's a compressor down there. The 204.6, that's the pressure that I had. I had 199 to 200 this morning, which that could be the temperature effect, so we were good. Nice big reversing valve. Plenty of copper in this machine for sure. And then, of course, there's our connections right here for the line set coming out with the whip. Line set's going up right there with the wire. I had a sheet metal cover made instead of the what do you call it, the speedy channel or whatever it's called, because see, I've up there at the top, see, I got that molding or whatever you want to call it to go around, and I would have had to notch that. So instead of notching that, I just had a real deep sheet metal cover made at a sheet metal shop, and we're gonna cover the lines. We'll show you all that once it's done, and it's paintable material, so the customer can kind of paint it somewhat to the color of these bricks if he wants to. So it'll look nice though. And of course, there's our big inverter board. So definitely a really nice system. It's been a fun one for sure, but we're getting towards the end now. I'm fixing to go mount the communication boxes for the thermostats on the cassettes. We'll give y'all some shots of the cassettes and the branch box next. Hey guys, I found a micron gauge in my truck. It's my field piece one, because I don't know if y'all remember, but I had bought a blue vac, and my blue vac is the one that's in my kit with the hoses and everything in the testo case. But I found my field piece and turned it on. It works. So all I got to do now is I'm headed over to R.E. Michael. I got to get me a swivel T, so I can tee it in on the vacuum pump or on the suction side or something to see what my micron readings are. So that's what I'm doing right now, is headed over to R.E. Michael to get me a swivel T. Basically, what happened is that in the process of cleaning out my my old truck at the other company that I used to work for, I guess I had put all that stuff up in my shop at the old place where I used to live, and then I guess in between moving to my new place where I'm at now, that case has become MIA in the move. I've looked in every possible place where I put all my heating and air equipment at the new place, and I cannot find it. So I'm hoping that I do come across it, because I'm really missing my 3/8 hoses. Those were awesome. I mean, my core removers were in there and everything. I have a core remover in my bag. I guess I could have used that for a T. I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, you know what? I might just turn around and use the core remover as a T. Well, no, I'm gonna go get me a swivel T. I'm not gonna worry about it. But anyway, I had two other core remover tools in there, you know, 45-degree angle ball valves, everything I needed for a vacuum. And so I'm really missing that case right now. If I can't find it in the next couple days, I'm gonna have to order me some more 3/8 hoses with a 3/8 fitting on one side and a 1/4 inch fitting on the other, because those were really nice. But anyway, so I'm headed over to R.E. Michael and get a swivel T, and then we'll hook up the micron gauge. All right, guys, I got my swivel T, the micron gauge on there, and as you can see, we are down to 189 microns. So that's beautiful. Basically, I just let it pool and pool until I ran to the supply house and got me a swivel T. So we're looking really good. Hey guys, all right, there's my line set cover. It's capped on this end. I want to walk y'all around over here. I don't know if I explained this in the last video, but this is the same house that we did the where we took that leaking York microchannel condenser out and we set the rain. This is the same house. See, there's the rain right there. It's already, look at that, it's already dirty. It's full of acorns. But anyway, I thought I'd point that out. I don't know if I did. This is the same house that we did this in. Okay guys, here we are in the kitchen. And see, you're only able to get one supply register in here from the forced air system. And you can see they have really nice commercial cooking equipment. So when they start cooking, it gets really hot in here, which is why we've added one cassette here in the kitchen. To keep it cool in here, that is a 15,000 BTU cassette. So that should give them plenty of cooling when they're cooking. And the other two are upstairs. All right guys, here we have the branch box. These are the two lines coming from the condenser. A, B, and C, feeding the air handlers. All the gray wires are feeding the heads. Two black wires are coming from the condenser. All I got left to do is fasten it down and put some rubber tacks here, dress it all up. But there is the branch box. Okay guys, here's cassette number 2, which is taking care of their computer room. You can see their security system right there. And then just a basic, and there's some toys for the kids. And there's the attic access and cassette number 2. Walk over here. This is not their bedroom. This is for his daughters. And then there's the scudder hole that we are getting to access the two cassettes up here. This is just a playroom for his daughters. You can see all the toys, and you know, his little girls come up here. They got a TV, Xbox. Come up here and they play. And here's cassette number 3 in the playroom. It's a very low ceiling. You can see that, you know, I can touch it. There's cassette number 3 in the playroom. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the 3 cassettes, and then we come back in here into the computer area. There's the other one. So they came out really nice. Okay, well, we're getting ready for startup, and we'll show you all that once we get the system up and running. Guys, the Mitsubishi's running. I know y'all probably can't hear it. You might barely be able to hear the compressor because I got the door off. But this is unbelievable. This is an amazing machine. Amazing, amazing machine. Okay guys, here's the cassette in the computer room running. Nice and quiet. There is the thermostat. Thermostat number 2. Cassette number 2. And of course, the identical same thing in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to crawl in here and finish insulating all that exposed copper on the branch box. And there's the kitchen one running. All right, guys, there she is. The Mitsubishi's all done. The line set cover is on. Came out good. The sun's kind of beaming on us, but line set and the 2 whips came out great. She's running. Yep.
this was a fun one. I'm really happy with the way it came out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.